All right, people, we're on Wednesday, modeling decimal division, 5/10 divided by 2500. So we are going to model 5/10, remembering that a hundredth looks like this, and a tenth is one entire row. So breaking this up into 2500s, that means we're going to have 2 tenths in each group. And then we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths along with that. So 25 hundredths in this group, and then 25 hundredths in this group. How many groups do we have? 2. Of course, the rule for dividing decimals is when we divide decimals, we move it, raise it to the roof, and of course in this space I have to add a 0, and then we divide. So we have 50 divided by 25, which we know there are 2 quarters and 50 cents, so that would be 2, and I'm writing this 2 over the 0 because I divided 50 by 25, not 5. And then, of course, we'll multiply. 2 times 25 is 50, and 50 minus 50 is 0. So you get 2 wholes. Number 2, we are modeling fraction multiplication. Modeling one up and down, the other side to side. So 2/3, we will shade. We will model side to side. 3/4, we will model up and down, and we will shade the 3/4 up and down. And of course, everywhere we see the crossover in colors is where we are seeing the actual answer being represented. Numerically, we do this by multiplying fractions, multiply, simplify. So we'll multiply 2 times 3, which is 6, 3 times 4, which is 12, and then of course we would simplify this. These are both divisible by 2, but they're also divisible by 3, which means they both actually are just divisible by 6, but we'll go this route. So that would be 3, 6, and then now we're looking at 2 numbers that are divisible by 3, so then that would be 1/2. And of course, when we look at this, we know that 6 is half of 12, so that would be 1/2. Number 3, we're looking at volume. Remember, volume equals length times width times height. We have an irregular shape, so the way that we do this with an irregular shape is we break it up into 2 shapes. This is shape A, this is shape B, and of course this is a really easy one, so you could just count it, but whatever, so we're gonna roll with it. So for shape A, the length is 1, the width, so on the side is 2, the height is 1, so 1 times 2 times 1 equals 2, so that's shape A. Shape B, the length is 1, 2, 3, the width is 1, 2, the height is 1, so that'll be 3 times 2, which is 6, times 1, which is 6, and then you add the 2 together, and that's going to be 8. So it'll be 8 cubic units. And of course, let's just say we want to say this is 8 units, we would say that is cubed. Exponent 3, unlike area, which is exponent 2. Or perimeter that has no exponent because we're not multiplying. Here we need to draw 2 different polygons that have 4 sides and 4 angles. So that means if we're talking 4 sides, 4 angles, we're talking about quadrilaterals. So I'm going to draw a square, 4 equal sides, 4 right angles, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle which has 4 right angles, so they're both connected, and 2 sets of equal sides. Last problem, number 5, we are multiplying using multiples of 10, so 284 times 1 is 284, count the 0, write the 0. 284 times 1 is 284. Count the zeros, write the zeros. And we continue on with the pattern, counting the zeros and writing the zeros. And then here, multiplying a whole number by a decimal. When we multiply decimals, we multiply, circle, circle, move it. So 284 times 1, circle, move. 284 times 1, circle, move. 284 times 1, circle, and move. Homework for tonight is Thursday. We have not learned how to do keep, change, flip. Number 1 is topic 9, but we can do number 2, number 4, and number 5. So 2, 4, 5 you are responsible for, and I actually think everybody in here can also do this because we know, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses saying please do me first, from 3rd grade.